Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's actual honors. Good to have everybody here today. We have most of our juniors back, and so they were not exposed to what we went over yesterday.
Do we have the wheel today?
And the wheel, yeah, we ought to do the wheel today. I didn't even think so. Good reminder. No, the juniors will be on it too, but that'll be fine. We'll work with you. We'll work with you on that. That's fine. You'll be fine. Okay. Explain how to multiply the rational expressions. Number one. How do we multiply these rational expressions?
You have to get the GCF.
What is that?
Like, well, whenever wait, listen, Mr. G, I have an explanation.
Greatest common factor.
Go ahead.
You do want us to talk.
Like, whenever we're like, whatever we did yesterday when we had to like break it apart, and whenever we're factoring, is that what it's called?
Okay, so factor, so you say factor each numerator and denominator, is that what you say? Okay,
Yeah,
let's do
and
that.
I look,
Gee, she's on track.
whenever I'm factoring, I see if there's a greatest common factor, just in case.
How much of this I got left? That's that.
Shut up, bro.
What's up?
Oh, that's not it.
So this is going to be what I'd call our first step, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's do that, and we're going to go ahead and do that. So we have
Back here.
x minus 3 over 2 times, and are these factorable over here? No, okay. But can we factor these over here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll call this step 1, factor each numerator and denominator, right? Okay, and so what would be the factoring of this numerator here?
X minus 4, x plus 1. No, because that would make the formula.
X minus 4. X minus
Okay, x,
plus 1.
Plus 1.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but you need the you need the 3 negative.
Yeah, you need the
Negative
negative 3x.
But the 4 would be negative. Negative.
Okay, then positive.
Okay, hit it. I'm
No.
thinking.
That doesn't work.
No.
so you'd say this is not, because if this is negative 5x, that would work, right? Because then we would have negative, but that's not going to work.
Just kidding.
So I guess I'd say we'll try to factor if we can, and if we can't, well, that's what we have to do. So what we're going to have is,
Right then.
we'll just go ahead and do this instead, right? So we have to do that. Okay, can we factor this thing down here?
Yes.
What's that going to be?
That's not what I got at all. That's what I got.
Okay. And then, what else?
I don't know. I just.
Anything else here? Okay, okay, here's another suggestion. Wrap
Wrap.
Is a wrap.
Wrap.
each, let me put it there, wrap
Wrap each other.
I can wrap.
each
Dude.
You've been talking about this.
numerator, I'm going to abbreviate, and denominator in parentheses if needed, right? If needed. And what's the last step here?
Which one?
What's our step 3?
Multiply.
Yeah, multiply, thank you. Multiply, I'm abbreviate the numerators and denominators together. I'll say the numerators and denominators together. So multiply the numerators and denominators together. So if we do that, we would have we'd have x minus 3.
You put that in as a-
And
Like these?
this thing here, we could, this quadratic trinomial, we couldn't factor. And then we'd have this, and then we'd have 2x, x minus 2. And so this would be, so these would be like the 3 steps. And does it mention anything about excluded values here? Even though we did talk about them yesterday? Okay? Problem 1, yeah. Problem 1. So problem 1 is just sort of really summarizing like how you do it, verbalizing what you do, okay? Let's go ahead and, I want to go to problem 2 and actually work it out.
All right, let's do it.
And after that, what I want to do is I want to work out problem 2, and then after that I want to get out the wheel of names.
No.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have, first of all, find the products and any excluded values. What I'm going to do is this problem here on the left.
Okay.
Okay, problem,
Okey dokey.
that one right there.
Two.
Who says that?
So, anyway,
Nothing else.
the process is still the same, but let's go ahead and we're going to say rewrite the, what did Atlee say, factored form? If we could rewrite each numerator and denominator in factored form. So here this x cannot be factored, but can this 3x minus 6 be factored? So I'd say 3 times what? X minus 2. And then we have times x minus 2 over x plus 9, okay?
Wrap.
And so step 2 is to wrap in parentheses, but before I do that, what I want to do is I want to get our excluded values. So we're going to take a little detour.
No, not yet.
You're finally excluding values.
Drop the beat.
So what are the excluded values for this here?
0 make me a chicken. X cannot equal 0. 3.
Why did you say, someone said 0?
Oh.
Who said 0?
It's 2.
what?
Chloe did.
Just kidding. I said 0 because of the,
Oh, because of the x up here?
yeah. that's what-
Yeah, but what do we have to worry about here? Just worry about the denominator, right?
Denominator.
Right.
All right, good, okay, good. That's a good clarification, that's good saying. All right, so what can x not equal? X cannot equal -9, nor can x equal 2. So these would be our excluded values for this expression here. Okay, now we're to step 2. What's the step 2 there?
Wrap.
Wrap in parentheses. What do you want to wrap in parentheses here? X minus 2 and x plus 9. Okay, what's the next step?
Combine.
Multiply together, right? So we have x,
You can cancel out.
x minus 2,
Ooh, girl, yeah.
and then down here we have 3 x minus 2 and times x plus 9. Okay, what next? And by the way, we've done all 3 steps here, haven't we?
Yes.
The first one
Gotta simplify.
is
Now
rewrite,
you can cancel.
so we can cancel here.
Do what I'm saying.
So we have that. So what is our answer going to be?
X over 3.
X plus 9. Now, what happens is, and we know these are excluded values, but a lot of times teachers will say that they will just say x cannot equal 2, and they won't even put this down here. Why do they not? Why do some people feel that you don't need to put this to? Yeah, because it can be apparent, right? It's sort of apparent to a knowledgeable person in the subject that x cannot be -9. But I like to put both of them here just to leave no doubt as to what the situation is. That's my preference. You see what this is looking like here. Yeah. Okay.
What are we doing, Mark?
Yeah.
All right. What I want you to do is work on problem 3, and then I'll choose somebody to kind of lead the discussion on problem 3. I'll put it that way.
Can't you just pull it by the... Girl, I finally got something right.
You finally got something right?
Yeah.
Finally?
Yes.
After a lifetime of getting things wrong, finally you got something right?
Thank you for explaining that.
But that's what I feel like sometimes. When I finally get something right, I feel like, man, I've been wrong my whole life. Finally got something weird.
I'm always wrong.
I'm not a track star.
You're a runner.
So on this one, it's
I'm a
X
runner.
equals
Not a
0.
track star.
I got X and equal -5.
And that's the only one?
No internet.
Yeah, because
Well, that's a
I
nice
use X, I
thing.
think.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
really
not
sure,
good.
Yes.
But I think.
No internet. But it does for games of G.
Here, stop playing the dice on your hand.
Play the game here.
Press space bar. Press space bar. Press
Oh,
space
they were having a
bar.
problem with the internet earlier
Whoa,
too.
slow down.
Is this in your back? Mine's in my
Press space bar.
Oh, yeah, so she.
Is this in your back?
Oh, gone.
Yes. 20x,
X squared.
yeah. Well, technically, can't that be 10x? It
It
can?
That's right.
I don't know. Pick me.
Just 20x squared.
I didn't, see, I just kind of followed.
I got 10x squared and Chloe. 10x squared.
10x. How do you get squared? Hey, let me get that right. Oh, I got 10, you're right.
Because I got 20x squared.
I gotta get-
And then I just.
Because the 4x times the 5x would be 20x. It's added. I bet you did 9x.
All right.
No, she did 20x. 20x.
What's the next
I
one?
just divided it. I don't know about.
Anybody need a highlighter?
Did you figure it out?
No.
I'm
Oh,
on an orange one.
It was the steps, right? The steps, the factoring, the wrapping in parentheses, the multiplying together, and then simplifying, finding your excluded values,
Yeah.
right?
Ready?
If you're struggling with this, talk to
We
your
talked
neighbor.
about it.
Or you're talking
Yeah, we all
about
talked
it.
about it.
I hear
Mark.
some more talking today about the problems. That's good.
She's a runner. She's a runner.
10x squared.
That's the answer?
I think so. I like holding this.
It's alley.
Like,
What do you say?
nasty.
And then the other stuff, excluded values is negative 5 as well.
Oh shoot, I don't like that. Alright.
She had no one doing it.
Hey, yes, sir. The numbers are covered. I would rather run the point. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
I was like,
Why are you,
Wasn't it?
ooh, is that?
I can't move.
Yeah. So this one? I think you're doing It's not mine. I'm taking my green highlighter. That's not yours though. That's his.
Good for
Brayden,
What's,
he has my green highlighter.
Yes, sir.
All right. My fallback thing, I
Supposed to have 8 hours.
don't
Right.
have like like a name choosing thing. I need to really get that together in case internet doesn't work.
I
don't have that today.
Can you pick me? Can I go?
Someone wants to do it.
I wanted it. Shine does want to do it.
I think her
Why don't you just spin around in the middle of the room?
How about we all get in a circle, we get a ball and just. We're not doing that.
One thing that
Is it not going
Take off the tails.
Yes.
one thing they have on smart the smart notebook softwares, they do have a random name chooser thing. The thing about it is it's too predictable. It's not as good as the wheel of names.
I'll start
But,
fighting for wins.
Okay, I give up. Cheyenne.
it's your turn, Shane, you gotta do it.
Try
Okay, we're on 3, right? Okay.
One.
We there? Okay, so I took out the 5x.
Wrong.
What?
Yeah, wrong.
5x
Yeah, no.
on top. Parentheses,
5x.
x plus 5. Thank you.
Like this?
Yes, and I put it over 2.
Or 2, okay.
I really hope I did this right. And then I did times and then just 4x over x plus 5.
Okay,
You failed laughing at me.
Got a rabbit, Mr.
all right.
And then is it x cannot equal negative 5 is my,
So x cannot equal -5,
yeah,
so that's going to be excluded value.
right. And then I went ahead and canceled that, both of the x plus 5.
Like this?
Cancel each other, yes.
All right.
And then I timed 5 times 4, which is 20x squared. Over, what, 20x squared? 20x squared. Yeah, that, over 2.
Okay.
Wrong.
And that got me 10x squared. Squared.
Good job, son.
Like this?
Yes.
Okay, does that look right?
I think that's right.
You have to put your excluded values.
Oh, yeah, you have to put your excluded value next to it.
Yeah, what it is we'll just say that our excluded values here, but we'll just say it like this, right? That's our excluded value. Okay?
Why is this three? Because you got 5x.
All right, not,
Oh, yeah, that's x is squared. Yeah, okay, yeah, I did write that. I just forgot to say it.
What?
yeah, one thing, the only thing I could think of is you could just go like this first and go like this maybe.
Right,
No, that's it. But basically, right? That's right.
yeah.
Okay?
Yay, I got it right.
Good job.
Thanks.
Good job, good job. Okay. All right, very, very good. Okay, let's go on and look at the next problem here, which is 1 with,
No, I'm keeping up with them. Haley has one, Kendall has one.
what I will do, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for Wheel of Names, is I can get this over here on this other hardwire computer, so I'll just work it from the other computer.
Okay,
No, it's on the tree.
that sounds good.
Well, you can come over here and look at it if you want to. If you doubt it or trust Marcus, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
You should not put my name on there.
Yes.
Okay.
What is it?
Just kidding.
I didn't.
Roll another one.
So x squared.
Yeah, it's the wireless that's not working right here.
Or plus 2. Looks so
X minus
pretty.
5, X plus 3.
What did you do that one? Did you have a picture? Did I what?
Over.
No, I wasn't finishing.
10,
I'm finishing it now. It's 3 over 10.
X plus 3.
X plus 2.
You're right.
Plus 3.
No,
70.
Never read it in my life.
no, on the bottom it's plus 2.
We need,
Oh, I'm not there yet.
But imagine if it was one.
Times.
we need, we can probably get the long, but if you
What's
think.
my excluded values?
Okay, and then 1 will be factor 2.
Barely.
Yeah, it's x plus 2x.
1x.
One hit.
You could add me. She be supposed to get that. Hey,
It is.
I got 3 over 10, X plus 2.
Yes.
you good.
That's the,
Huh? How you doing?
And your excluded values.
and the excluded values are X
No.
X minus 3. And X minus 2, X minus 5. X plus 5.
Ellie, why don't we hang out this spring break?
I was not in Scurry. That's not.
Okay.
I was not in Texas.
Okay.
You should have took him with you.
He's
I can drive.
You can drive, like, what, like 18 hours?
I can make it in 15.
I doubt it.
You doubt it?
We made it in 18 and then
So you can make
I
it in
pulled
like
over like,
6.
I think it's 6 hours.
Siggy
Top.
just,
Top.
let's see. See
That's
how,
me cruise. That's on.
okay,
That's
good.
after a couple stops at Waterbury.
Yeah, that's
Okay, good.
okay.
Calm down.
We're going to do number 5, so.
Sign in with Google. Here we go.
1,000 miles, 1,000 miles, you know that.
Oops.
I will drive 18 hours.
See, that's
1,000 miles, you drive
I think
1,000
it's
miles.
this one here.
1,000 miles for you.
You get like 1,000 hours in the school. Yeah, you would literally get to the Algebra
Isn't
like
that
that.
And I drive.
No, it's, what would you say? It's a,
What would I say?
no, not that one either. It's a.
Okay, are you ready? Choose somebody.
I do.
Number 4?
Yeah, we're ready.
Ready? Okay. So I'm over here. I have, let me get Aaron out of here too.
That's the answer. You gotta do this.
So I got Cheyenne, so you can go over here. So I want you to go ahead and look, Mark. Come over here. I want you to look at this one. So you can, so you gotta trust Marcus now.
I do trust.
Because you guys didn't trust me, right?
No,
So you have to trust Marcus.
It's
gonna be Bryce.
Right.
That's Bryce.
Wow.
I can do this one.
Marcus
You didn't do it? Okay, Bryce, I still want you to work with me. Bryce, the way the program works, Bryce, is this.
You put it down there.
That you gotta work with me.
Is that?
Okay, Bryce, what's the first step?
You gotta factor it.
Okay, let's do some factoring, Bryce.
So back to Bryce.
Oh my goodness.
Bryce will know.
Bryce, we're back.
Okay, what can this thing be factored here, Bryce?
You don't know. Okay, it's gonna be x.
You know, you always say I love you.
Put it in the parentheses, it's gonna be x plus 3, and then x minus 5.
That's you, that's you.
Look me in the eye and say that wrong.
You're wrong.
Look me in the eye and say.
Okay, let's go ahead and check this out, because we got negative 5x plus 3x. Okay, that looks good, right?
Right.
Okay, good. What about this thing here? Can this be factored down here?
Yes, it could be, you could take out the 10,
Okay,
put in parentheses x plus 3.
My brother's on
x plus 3, okay? Okay, and so we have this. Can this thing be factored here?
Yes.
Okay,
It's gonna be x minus 5,
Bryce, how you know this?
and then x plus 2.
Bryce, how do you know this?
Is that a 5?
let's go ahead and check this out, because it's negative 5x plus 2x. That's gonna be that, right?
So you can cross out the x minus 5.
Okay, so let's go ahead and do this here. So Bryce, you say this, right? What about excluded values? Let's do that. What are our excluded values, Bryce?
X can't equal negative 3.
Okay, so we have x.
Speed then.
Okay.
X cannot equal negative 3.
Yeah.
And my dog can work.
5 and negative 2.
You know what, Hannah?
There we go.
Yeah, my pen is a little glitchy for the read. Okay, so these cancel out, Bryce, is that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
Anything else you can cancel out?
The x plus 3.
I heard it's 10 from Gucci.
So,
So,
what is our simplified answer?
3 over 10x plus 2.
So that would be our answer, but the excluded values.
This is not new sugar.
All right, I want to thank you, Bryce. Any questions on that?
No.
Okay, everybody go ahead. I'm going to choose somebody else for number 5 here in just a minute.
alright,
Appreciate you doing that.
it's bad.
Oh, I forgot that.
That's so big.
Can you factor x squared plus 1?
No, but can you factor x squared down here?
X plus 1, x minus 1.
X squared minus 1?
X plus 1, x minus 1.
For x squared minus 1?
X plus 1 and X
Should we
minus
factor
1.
it?
I'm going to.
You can factor it. Can you factor x squared minus x? Would it be
X squared minus x.
It would be
x?
X.
No, so x squared minus 1 is the difference of squared? Yeah.
X plus 1.
That makes a lot more sense.
This.
And then the bottom one
It's just x
is
squared
5.
over Oh, and then
Just X.
it's an X to X.
It's 1 and 4, right? X was 1. X was 4. X was 4.
Like, in theory, yeah.
Is it X plus 1 and X
Yeah,
plus
but
4?
You end up getting X plus 4 is X minus plus 1.
Just X squared.
You wanna be nice.
Yeah, factors so you can cancel them out. So it would be X. Print X minus 1.
What?
How do you factor X squared minus X? Mr. G, how do you factor X squared minus X?
Let's go look at that. Yeah, that's a little side question.
No.
Yeah, you do. So you can factor, you can cancel them out. If you're gonna factor.
Okay, Braden was asking about x squared minus x.
Look, Mark, I cut myself.
What I would do is I'd go ahead and factor out an x here, and I'd have like x minus 1,
Look at this.
Okay.
like that. Does that make sense, Braden?
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
Does that make sense? Okay, good. That's a good question. Thank you, Braden. Good question. And I do appreciate this. I hear some good discussion going on in the class today. That was really,
Yeah, that looks like a wall.
you guys took
Yeah.
took a measure of what my suggestions. Very good.
I usually tell it.
Yeah, this had two with.
All right, ready for wheel spinning?
Yeah.
Wheel spinning? Okay, so here we are, the wheel spinning.
What's that?
And Marcus, you can come and be the auditor here.
Kindle. No.
It's Kindle.
The boot.
She got the boot.
I thought Kendall walked over to the door. I thought, oh man, I'm just getting out of here.
Probably.
No, she wants to throw something away. No, not yet.
Oh, it's about
But God, I gave people ideas on that. Oh,
Mr. G!
I'm not doing it now.
Just so we can be the first person.
I'm gonna walk out.
It could happen. All right. Go ahead, Kendall. What do we got here?
I factored the,
So,
what are we?
Run number 5.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, number 5. I put it over here to leave room. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's X plus 1, X minus 1.
Oh, snap.
We didn't have to do that.
Just kidding.
What?
I think we might have messed up.
Hey, no, we,
Yeah, I told y'all.
I know we did it right.
No, I told you.
You can do it that way, right?
Yeah, we did it right.
Wait, what did we do wrong?
It could have just been X minus X minus 1. I think.
Okay, so that's a good factoring, right? And what technique of factoring is that called?
Difference of squares.
Difference of squares, very good.
You can cancel it out.
Man, you guys are awesome. And by the way, on your SAT yesterday, did you use difference of squares at all?
No, I didn't see factory.
There wasn't factoring at all, you saw? Okay. Sometimes there is.
No.
You did like
Okay, Kendall, go ahead.
On the bottom, I put X plus 4, X plus 1.
Keep it going, Kindle.
Okay, and then times, we had x squared, what goes over here?
And then on the bottom,
Like this?
yes, and then X minus 1.
Okay, and excluded values. I'll put excluded values here.
Not equal.
Excluded values are x,
Cannot equal 1,
1,
negative 1, and negative 4.
Is 0 also 1 because you have an X out? I don't understand when you have X.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Chloe asks this, also x cannot equal 0. Why can x not equal 0?
Because
Because what happens if x is equal to 0? The whole denominator is 0. So what it is, this is the part of the zero factor property. So when you go ahead and combine all these, multiply all these together, any one of these things being equal to 0 makes the whole denominator 0.
What?
So that's why x cannot equal 0 also. All right, see that? Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good job. Go ahead, Kendall.
And then I have x squared on top.
Oh, so x squared on top here?
And then
X.
x. Oh, you cancel out your,
Oh, and cancel stuff now, you're saying?
yeah.
Almost forgot that.
Okay, what I'm gonna do first is this. I'm gonna go like this.
Since when I got some.
All right, so what do we have, what do we do next?
Cancel out that x plus 1 and the x minus 1.
So x plus 1 like this, and x minus 1 like this, and what else?
And then you have x squared on top. And then x plus 4.
What is your favorite? I'm not gonna have a second.
What do we have left? X, right?
Are you telling yourself or are you trying to convince yourself?
Anything else?
I'm not gonna have a second.
I didn't do anything else.
Didn't do anything else? Okay. There's a further simplification that is feasible here. What
And
I-
can you do like,
You can just
you could like x times x and then get rid of the x's?
Yeah, so Chloe said, okay,
Chloe's smart.
I took this back.
Chloe said you can rewrite this x, what do you have as x squared over x
C is in cheese.
equals, and this is what Chloe said, right? XX over x.
It's cheese.
So these will cancel out, so we're gonna be left with x. And so therefore, what can we have here?
You could have just x over 4
X
or x
over-
over cheese.
X plus 4. And here's the thing about it, and now,
Now can you
Didn't it
just
just be 4x?
cancel
now-
out the x?
yeah, now we don't even have to parenthesize, okay?
You can't take this.
No, you can't.
All right, thank you. All right, let's go ahead and look at, we're kind of getting low on time.
Yeah, I don't know if that's.
Yeah, we have like 3 minutes left.
Here's what we'll do.
Well, that's my, oh my God.
Okay, what I want you to do, yeah, this one complicates the number of
I think we should
terms.
just do it for homework.
Well, no, what I want you to do is I want you to start working on number 6 today at the end of class. We got about 3 minutes of class, so just start working on number 6. Can you do that? Okay, good. Then we'll pick up tomorrow,
It's
okay?
a really long time for me to zip my bag.